Welcome back to another episode of All Access with the Profs live from Bozworth Hall. I'm Kara Guno.
I'm Spencer Reyes.
And Spencer, it was such an exciting weekend for our Profs. We had a record 5 championships on the fall season, but 4 in one day. I mean, how excited were you for the weekend?
We worked almost all those games, so it was very exciting to be there the whole way through.
Once again, speaking of that, it was a busy weekend here in the borough, and we'll first get started with the Rowan field hockey team. They claimed their second NJAC title in a row this past weekend. The number 3 team in the nation beat TCNJ in a 1-0 game. Even though the Profs took 8 shots in the first half, the Lions were able to hold Rowan scoreless until the second half. Vanessa DiDonato was moving into the shooting circle when she drew a foul, which resulted in a penalty stroke in the third quarter. Julia Patron went up to the marker and scored for the 24th time this year to give Rowan the lead. Huge shout out to RTN for putting on a great broadcast with myself and our producer here, Kyle, who's got to be a part of. Let's take a look at that goal.
Against Britain. Patron gets it through! And Julia Patron gives the Profs the lead with her 24th goal of the year. And now the Profs have a 1-0 lead here in this third quarter of the NJAC Championship.
That score would stand as it was a defensive battle through the end. Rowan was able to get off 12 shots while their defense held the Lions to only 5 shots and 1 shot on goal. With this win, the Profs are headed back to the NCAA tournament where they have a first-round bye and will play on Saturday if they win again on Sunday. In addition, Rowan University will be the host site of the NCAA Field Hockey Final Four the following weekend, where our Profs will look back to get there once again.
Rowan's volleyball team won their second consecutive NJAC championship last Saturday when they took the court against the visiting Kane Cougars. The match lasted 4 sets, with the Profs coming out on top 3-1. Rowan accrued 93 points compared to Kane's 88, as each set came down to the wire. Veteran Natalie Ogden had 18 kills and 11 digs on the night, earning the honor of the NJAC Offensive Player of the Week. Her fellow teammate freshman Jenna Call had 11 kills of her own, and she was also recognized by the NJAC Conference as the Rookie of the Week. The Profs unfortunately finished their 2022 season and campaign on Thursday as they were eliminated from the first round of the NCAA tournament. They took on SUNY Cortland University and were swept for the first time this season 3-0. The Profs still hold their heads high as the team has accomplished a lot this year with another NJAC championship under their belt and a record of 24-7 for 2022.
Continuing on with the titles, the women's soccer team traveled to Montclair State where they beat the Redhawks 2-1. Rowan got the scoring started off in the corner kick in the first half, which was sent in by Sarah Bergen, and it was volleyed to Emma DeMays where Nina Carlson was there to finish it off. In the end of the first half, Rowan got their second assist of the night with Sarah Bergen. She sent it into DeMays, who scored in the lower corner as it stood at the eventual game winner. In the second half, the Profs only gave up their only conference goal of the season, but it was not enough for the Redhawks to mount a comeback. Even though Montclair State outshot Rowan 16-9, Callista Burke made 6 saves and the rest of the defense held strong. The number 23 ranked Profs defeated the number 12th ranked Redhawks to win their first title since 2016. They also qualified for the NCAA tournament and will play Methodist on Saturday in Virginia Beach.
So, Kara, winning games was definitely a pattern for Rowan this past week as the men's soccer team also won the championship in North Jersey against the Montclair State Redhawks. They won their 14th championship in school history, breaking their 19-year drought in a 3-0 shutout win. Freshman Davide Caputo was on fire, shooting for a hat trick in 11 minutes of play. No one was able to score for the first 77 minutes of the contest. Caputo scored from 25 yards away and followed that up with 2 more goals at the 87:36 and 88:05 minute marks. On Saturday, Rowan will travel to Hoboken to play the Middlebury Panthers at 3:30 p.m. at DeBon Athletic Complex. If they advance, the Profs will take on the winner of the Stevens Ducks and the Worcester State Lancers on Sunday at 3 p.m.
Even though it was not for an NJAC title, the football team joined the party in defeating Montclair State over the weekend. Rowan had a dominating 27-7 win over the Montclair State Redhawks as their season winds down. James Farrer scored for Rowan with a 6-yard run on a 65-yard drive to give Rowan the early lead. Then later in the quarter, quarterback Mike Husney threw a 50-yard pass to John Maldonado to give Rowan the boost at the end of the quarter, where they led 14-7. In the second quarter, the defense started to cook, and Eric Bryant had a pick 6 to take it to the house on an 80-yard interception to extend the lead 21-7. 2 more field goals for the Profs sealed the day to complete their strong afternoon. Rowan now moves to 6-3 as they finish the conference with 4-2. They will play their last game of the season tonight against New England.
Rowan's men's cross-country team claimed their 24th NJAC title on October 29th in Ewing, New Jersey, placing first out of 8 teams. Senior Justin Kelly took first place in the race and was one of Rowan's 5 runners that finished in the top 10, accruing a total of 28 team points. Kelly is the 27th prof in school history to take first place in the NJAC championship race. And now Rowan will be running in the NCAA D3 Metro Regional this Saturday at 12 p.m. in Center Valley, Pennsylvania. Their last race of the year will be the NCAA D3 Championships on November 19th in East Lansing, Michigan. Profs were able to rack up 14 weekly awards and 5 NJAC championships this past week. Good luck to all of our teams this week in tournament play. And as of course, Roll Profs. We'll be back with more All Access right after this short break.
I'm Sam Prince with your Pro Sports Talk. The baseball season is over, and the Houston Astros are World Series champions. They closed out the series last Saturday night as they beat the Phillies in 6 in Houston. After hitting .400, rookie Jeremy Pena was World Series MVP. Pena was the first rookie position player to win the award since 1995. The Astros only lost 2 playoff games this postseason. They swept the Seattle Mariners and the New York Yankees. Opening day will be here sooner than you think. Before you know, we'll be back in the ballpark eating peanuts and Cracker Jacks on opening day. The NFC least. No, that's what they were for the past 2 years. Now it's the NFC beast. The first place undefeated 8-0 Philadelphia Eagles will take on divisional rival Washington Commanders on Monday Night Football. Jalen Hurts has been having an MVP caliber season so far, but this time he'll tell if he wins the MVP for the first time. Taylor Heineke will try to upset the Eagles and spoil their undefeated season to get his team to 500. If he beats the Eagles, Heineke will get himself a pair of green Jordans. Not far behind in second place is the 6-2 Dallas Cowboys, who is led by Defensive Player of the Year favorite Micah Parsons. Parsons has been a quarterback's worst nightmare this year with 36 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, and 8 sacks. He'll look to keep his Defensive Player of the Year tour going strong against the Packers. The Cowboys will play an Aaron Rodgers-led Packers team on Sunday at 4:25 p.m. The third place 6-2 Giants will take on the Houston Texans on Sunday at 1 p.m. Superstar running back Saquon Barkley has been having a great comeback here with 778 rushing yards, 5 TDs, and 28 receptions. Barkley has already proved every single doubter wrong about him, and he's still one of the best running backs in the league. That's your Pro Sports Talk. I'm Sam Prince, and you know. And now to our next segment of All Access.
Today is National Ice Cream Sundae Day, courtesy of Rob. We found out today. Had a big ice cream himself. So we're taking a step back, getting in the studio seats. I'm Spencer Reyes, joined alongside Rob Opdyke and Shomer Ben Israel. And let's get into it. We're going to talk a lot about sports and what we have to offer.
I'm excited.
So the NFL, what about it? What are your favorite teams? Well, who's on the top here? Who wants to go first?
I'll start. So
Here we go.
Pleasure being with you guys today. I'm very excited to get into this. Best team in the league, Kansas City Chiefs. It's as simple as that. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Andy Reid, Mastermind, Eric Bieniemy. There's no stopping the Chiefs right now. Every year I feel like they're so undervalued. People, they count them out. They think, oh, they won that Super Bowl. They got these other upcoming teams, the Bills, in the AFC. Maybe, I know, show me the Jets are on the come up. But the Chiefs will always be at the top, in my opinion. They're play calling. They're just a very smart, very well-defined team, and I just don't see anyone stopping them.
So if I wasn't so, much of a Jets fan, I wouldn't be on the Bills. But the Bills are the best team. I'm going to tell you this, right? So when you have momentum, right, and you're just constantly flowing and you just, the energy is there, people felt that energy from the beginning of the season when they knew the Bills was like, oh, yeah, they're taking it, right? Okay. Because they seen the matchup last year when they went against the Chiefs. If they had, if Josh Allen would have got some time to throw it in overtime, what would have happened?
Shomer, where are we going?
I'm just saying,
come on now.
Just look at them right now.
You want to talk about the momentum, right?
Yes.
What happened to the Bills last week against your Jets?
Yes, but
Where's
what
that
happened
momentum?
to Josh Allen? What did we do to Josh Allen?
He had an injury.
With a healthy Josh Allen, what is that to the Chiefs? Danger, a threat.
Listen, that's going to be a great ball game, but Patrick Mahomes owns Josh Allen. He does, in the playoffs at least. Because I know they got that victory in the regular season, right? Anything happened in the regular season. Postseason, that's Patrick Mahomes all day. All right, the Bills on the decline right now. We don't know what's going on with Josh Allen's elbow. That's a very weird injury.
I mean, that's
what I'm
questionable.
saying.
It's questionable.
Tommy
It is a
John.
very weird injury. Very weird injury. So we got to see
Baseball
what
guys
happens
are
with
out for a
that.
year and a half with that. So I don't know how that's going to help you out.
That is not a normal injury for a quarterback.
Matter of fact, you know who's another better team?
Go ahead.
The Vikings. Right? Now listen,
Shomer.
listen, like,
Shomer,
listen,
that might be
listen.
the most fraudulent team in the
But
league.
listen, no,
Shomer.
they're not that
Shomer,
fraudulent.
I don't
They're
think I
not
can
that
sit here anymore
Okay,
with
they
you.
had one
I might have
loss.
to leave
They
after
had
that.
one loss, and that who was that loss to? The
Philly.
Eagles, right? Another great team, right?
Another fraudulent team.
I'm just
Eagles
saying.
are not a good team.
So those are your next.
Whoa, wait a minute.
They have
So
a good
those-
record. They're not a good team.
You're telling me your next two teams, you're going, what was your first team? Bills, and you're going Vikings, Eagles?
Yes.
Show me, that's
Top 3
embarrassing.
teams in the NFL right
Show me.
now. Right now.
You're-
Are they not in first place in almost in all of the divisions? Eagles not first place?
You're going to bring tears to my eyes right
The
now. That
Bills
is
not in first
embarrassing.
place.
Show me.
Are the Vikings not in first place?
Show me. Let me get to my,
How do you not-
next two teams.
but-
I'll give you two better teams.
Let me hear it.
Two better teams right now.
I hear it.
So we start off with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'll give you the 49ers. I'll give you my Dallas football Cowboys. Right now. 49ers.
You don't even sound confident in that last one.
Let me give you an explanation.
You
Let
know
me
that's
get-
not your team. You don't even sound confident in your own
Let me
team.
give you a little explanation. Ready?
Okay, go
Let's start
ahead.
with the 49ers.
Sounds the same every year, but go ahead.
Christian McCaffrey. Threw for a touchdown. Caught a touchdown.
Okay.
Ran for a touchdown. One game. He did that in one game, Shomer. One game.
Odell did
Without
that
Debo-
too.
guess
Odell
what?
did that
Guess
too.
what?
I'm just
Where-
saying,
where,
like,
where was Debo Samuel that game? On the sideline, hurt. Bring Debo Samuel in the mix. Brandon Ayuk. Listen, Jimmy G, I'm not going to lie. I don't have the utmost confidence in him. But listen, he wins.
Hey, Jimmy G is my guy.
He's your guy? All right,
my
then
guy.
you can agree. He wins.
he wins.
He wins. That defense, Nick Bosa, are you kidding me? That defense, dominant defense. Go
What's
to
the
my-
record?
4-4. Don't
Oh,
matter.
well,
Don't
yeah,
matter.
so
It don't
I'm
matter
just saying,
who's
like, how
right.
good
It's
of
the
a team
playoffs.
are they?
All
Like,
that
come
matters
on
is
now.
playoffs.
Like,
You
come
just
on.
got to get in the playoffs.
Okay.
You just got to get in the playoffs.
Okay.
The last real quick. I'll go
Okay.
to the Cowboys real quick. Listen, 6-2. We won 4 games with Cooper Rush. Barely lost to Philly in Philly with Cooper Rush.
You're a
Dak
fraud. You
Prescott-
talking about how the Vikings
Dak
are frauds? You
Prescott-
guys are frauds every single
Show me,
year.
let me
you
answer this
guys
question.
hype yourself up
Let me end
just
you
to
with this
get
question.
let down, and then as soon as
Okay.
the season ends,
Okay.
then you were like, Super Bowl.
Listen, we'll end it with this question.
It
Let me
don't-
tell you what. No, hold up.
Okay.
Records don't mean anything when it comes to sports. You have to actually win and make it to the playoffs. So talk about making it to the playoffs. Kevin Durant, can he lead a championship to a team in the NBA? To the finals. Excuse me.
All right, just let me settle down. I'm still a little.
Let's take it down here.
so a little
Bring it
wild
down
up
a little
about that
bit.
one.
You're a little crazy. We'll
Just
box
Vikings,
match.
Eagles, top 3 teams.
Let's
Just
go
get me
NBA.
Okay,
Let's go
NBA.
NBA.
All right,
Let's
so
switch it
let's
up a
tone
little
it down.
bit.
Okay,
tone it
I'll
down.
start
Okay.
off. I'll start off.
What do we
Shomer. So
got?
Kevin Durant, can he lead a team to the finals? Let's see. No.
What?
Simple as that. No.
Yeah,
No.
what-
Joker,
wait,
let me explain
wait,
to you.
okay.
Let's go back to Golden State.
Sure. Yeah, enlighten me.
Great success with Golden State. Who was he playing beside? Steph Curry, Hall of Famer. Klay Thompson, Hall of Famer. Draymond Green, probably Hall of Famer, right? All right, great. Now, you want to go head over to Brooklyn. You want to do it yourself, right? Can't do it himself. What does he got to do? Kyrie, come on. Come on, Kyrie, come on over.
What
Let's
you
go.
mean, come on,
Ben
Kyrie?
Simmons.
So
Ben
wait,
Simmons, come
time
on.
out.
Steph Curry,
So wait,
come
wait,
on.
wait, wait,
And
wait,
guess
wait,
what,
wait.
Shomer? With those players, he still couldn't win.
Well, even
Could
with
not
Harden
win
in a fat
anything.
suit, he couldn't do it.
Harden, I forgot about Harden. Couldn't do it with Harden either.
Yeah.
So if he can't do it with superstar Kyrie Irving, which that's a whole nother story, which he's gone, that's a whole nother story we'll get into another time. Ben Simmons, I mean, everyone knows the story about Ben Simmons, but if he can't do it with these other superstars, how is he going to do it himself? And he hasn't proven that he could do it himself. God.
So I'm gonna say this right here, right? If KD didn't have the foot of a hockey stick,
Okay.
we wouldn't be talking about this right now.
Okay.
Okay? That big toe of his touched the line. And what did that do? It made him lose in the second round. Because if they would have won, they would have kicked the Bucks out. And who would they would have faced in the conference finals? The Hawks. And think about it. KD versus the Atlanta Hawks. Are you serious right
Shomer,
now?
you like to talk about the history
ki-
a lot. You like
the
to talk about the
history?
past.
Think about
you
it.
like to go in the past. We're talking about right now. Listen, the past
How
is the
far
past.
ago
It's
was
over.
that? How far ago was that?
What, 2 years ago?
That was about a year.
2 years?
About 2 years.
Well,
okay,
actually, I know
I'll give
last
you
year
the-
they got knocked in the first round of the Celtics.
Okay, but
4-game sweep.
That was bad.
You got
That was bad. That was
4
bad.
games.
That was
with-
bad.
Meanwhile,
That was
Ben
bad. But look
Simmons-
at the rest of the team. You think KD could do it all the time by himself? No, they can't do that. He cannot do that all the time by himself.
Exactly.
Yes, you have to have
That
other
was the
people
question.
with you.
Can he do it?
Yes, he
No,
can.
he can't.
Yes, he can.
If he can't
he
do it-
was almost there.
If he can't do it with
Bro,
help.
the foot.
Bro, almost
The
doesn't
foot.
count.
No.
Almost doesn't count.
Listen, what you mean almost doesn't count?
Almost doesn't count.
Okay, right? So what are they looking like right now? Would you put
Right
why are
now?
the Nets the favorites
What are they,
every single
5
year?
and 7
Because
right
of
now?
one man. Because of one man.
Shomer.
That man has been the favorite to go to the finals almost every single year, no matter what team
They're
he's
10th
on.
they're
So he
10th in
can
the Eastern
lead a
Conference.
team to the finals.
They're gonna beat the Bucks. They're gonna beat the Celtics.
They're
They're
yeah,
gonna beat the Heat.
Yeah.
All right.
They
They're
all
last
had
surprise
him,
teams.
he had them all on their toes before.
I just listen, KD. superstar, Hall of Famer, best player, top 10 player in history. Maybe. It depends what you think. But he just can't handle himself.
That's all world, bruh. That's
do it.
all world.
He can't do it. He can't do it with help. Can't do it by himself.
He can do it. You just don't want to believe it.
We'll see.
And when it does happen, I'm going to be right here with you.
Can't wait.
When it does happen, I'm going to be right here with you.
Shomer, I cannot wait for that to happen. I'll pat you on the
Listen,
back.
we'll figure it out come time June, but let's get into the bets of the week. What do you got for us, Rob?
Bets of the week. All right. How are the Bucks favored over Seattle? I just don't understand that. Tom Brady barely getting by. Geno Smith balling.
Yeah.
Balling.
Yeah.
All right. Like, who knew that was coming up? I mean, but let me tell you. I'll take the Seattle Seahawks money line over the Bucks. Simple as that. And then I got one more for you. Upset alert. Texans over the Giants. Money line again. I mean, listen, everyone's going to be like, come on, that's a little far-fetched. There's an upset every week. There's multiple upsets every week in the NFL.
But you really think it's
Why
going to be...
can't this be it?
I don't think that's going to be
Listen,
it.
the Texans gave the Eagles a run for their money last Thursday night without Nico Collins and Brandon Cooks, their two best receivers. Gave them a run for their money with Davis Mills.
That's your
right?
Davis
No, that's
Mills.
what I'm trying to say. Give the Eagles, who are the best team in the NFL, a run for their money, all right? So that's my upset for the week. I think the Giants are going to start getting a little exposed. What do you got?
So, I got two things, right? So first, I'm going to have the spread between the Vikings and the Bills. So you have the hot streak of the Vikings right now against, like, the undefeated home record for the Bills.
Okay.
But Josh Allen is questionable based off his, his elbow.
Yeah.
But in the last couple games, like the Vikings, they faced the Commanders, the Cardinals, the Dolphins, the Bears, and the Saints, and they've been less than 10-point wins, but they have been over 3.5. So I think I'm going to take the Bills in this one.
Yeah.
Only if Josh Allen plays, but the Vikings are definitely going to win this one. And my next one is I'm going to take the Celtics over the Nuggets. Now, I know the Nuggets have the two-time MVP, yada, yada. Yeah, that's great and all. But the teams are 8-3, and they have been playing good basketball. The Celtics went 7-3 in their last 10 games, and the Nuggets went 8-2 in their last 10 games. And the Celtics face in the middle pack teams, basically teams that are faced like 1 through 6 right now. Okay. It's still early in the season, but the Nuggets face below 500 teams. So that's why I'm going to take the Celtics over the two-time MVP, with also a healthy Jamal Murray on the Nuggets.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that one, but only if Josh Allen plays, right? Listen, Case Keenum
Yeah,
as
I
a
mean,
backup.
like I
Listen,
said,
Case
Josh-
Keenum, he was a pretty good starter
You know
with
what's
Minnesota
crazy?
back then.
Yeah, I know. It's a whole bunch of reunion. No, Stephon Diggs going to play
Wow.
for the first time, bro.
I did not even think about that. So we got Case Keenum if he starts going up against the Vikings, which he took to the NFC title game, and yeah, Stephon Diggs, a little reunion action.
I know. It's going to be
Pretty
crazy.
good one.
So now we got the bets of the week, right? We slid down that path. Let's go over to the Rowan preview, and Robbie kicks off again.
Yeah, so, I mean, women's soccer, been amazing. Undefeated on the year. So they took down Montclair State last Saturday, won the 2022 NJAC Championship. So they'll enter the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2018. And they've just had a remarkable season. They'll look to continue their success down in Virginia Beach. And they'll take on Methodist on Saturday in the first round of the NCAA tournament. They win on Saturday, play Sunday, and we'll see what happens from there.
So for football, it's senior night / military appreciation night. It's going to be the last game at home. Currently, we are 6-3, but we're going to try to go 7-3, going against the University of New England, trying to end the season on a 7-3 record. Senior quarterback Mike Hunsey and John Maldonado will also have an impact because they are both seniors this year. Hunsey is third in passing for the conference with 1,400 yards. He's completed about 58% of his passes with 15 touchdowns and 6 interceptions going into the last game of his season. And Maldonado, also, he is leading the conference with rushing yards with 698 yards and 9 touchdowns on the season. Now, that is impressive. Seniors, shout out to you guys. I hope you guys have a great last game.
So that was it. I mean, that's all we got, right? The Rowan preview, we got the bets. We knocked everything out of the way. Any last words?
I mean, Shomer, I just can't wait to be sitting here in maybe a month or two when the Cowboys, excuse me. No, not the Eagles. The Cowboys, Niners, and Chiefs are running the league. I just can't wait for that to happen.
Oh, yeah, same here when KD gets that,
okay.
His third ring, right? And actually leads a team to
we'll see
to a
about
chip.
that.
We'll
see
leave the
about
rest
that.
is for next week.
Chip
Thanks for
season,
tuning
dog.
in to All Access on Spencer Reyes. He's Rob Updike, and that's Shomer Ben Israel.